It can be important to know how to self-soothe, especially if you are an anxious preoccupied attachment or if you're fearful avoidant, for example, who leans AP. But what is healthy self-soothing? I think we all know that using substances to self-soothe, for example, is unhealthy. But what about other habitual ways of self-soothing that might seem harmless, like watching Netflix? The key is to understand why you need to self-soothe and make sure what you do in response is addressing that feeling or need. Otherwise, you're essentially abandoning yourself, which may very well reinforce the negative feelings or triggers that caused you to feel dysregulated in the first place. For example, let's say your partner couldn't be available for something you wanted to share with them, and you're feeling triggered with a feeling of loneliness. If you do something like watch Netflix, then you aren't really being there for yourself. You aren't listening to yourself, and you might feel, more lonely deep down, even if you don't notice it because you're immersed in that Netflix. Um, and so, what could you do instead? You want to do something that either addresses that feeling of loneliness or maybe that original need to be heard. So, for example, you could journal about the thing you wanted to share. Or if you want to go more the aspect of feeling like you're there for yourself to address the loneliness, you could do some other thing that makes you feel really cozy and present to yourself, for example. And it might be different for everyone. Somebody might be good to just cozy up with a blanket, and sort of be present with themselves. And for someone else, it might look like something different. So what you'll want to do is explore what ways work for you. Is it journaling? Is it some sort of way of feeling physically cozy? What is something that makes you feel really present and there for yourself and like you're not abandoning yourself, which would lead to exacerbating the original problem that dysregulated you in the first place?